Thunder fans could not have asked for a better 2023 season than what they just witnessed. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a top 15 player in the NBA. Josh Giddey almost put up a 31-point triple-double as a 20-year-old in the first leg of the play-in tournament. Jalen Williams was the second best rookie out of the 2022 draft class this year. Lou Dort is an elite perimeter defender, and they've had all this happen this year without their second overall pick in the 2022 draft, Chet Holmgren, play a single NBA minute. And oh yeah, the Thunder own like every draft pick under the sun. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? We are going to be rebuilding the OKC Thunder, who have the brightest future in the NBA. They upsetted the Pelicans in a thriller last Wednesday. Giddey, Shai combining for 63 points. Lou Dort had 27, 50% from three. Unfortunately, though, for them, they ended up losing against the Timberwolves, but they didn't really even need to make the playoffs because this season they were playing with house money. Nobody expected them to be 40-42. Now they're going to be adding another lottery pick to their collection of young studs. Okay, there's a weird glitch in 2K right now. I just simulated the 2023 playoffs and they didn't crown a champion. I guess Start Today has a bug to it. All right, it is the draft lottery time, and 2K's odds are a little bit weird right now. What is going on, 2K? What's with these bugs? The Blazers end up getting the #1 pick from the Knicks. The Knicks made the playoffs. The Pelicans get lucky in the lottery? Yeah, 2K's on something right now. Okay, so I restarted the draft lottery, and it was fixed. Now we have the 11th pick, which is ours. We have the 18th pick via the Heat, and we have the 26th pick via the Nuggets, as the Blazers still won the lottery with their own pick, so maybe they're not going to be trading that pick and building around Dame. Or should I say Wemby? So it looks a little bit different. We have 11, 18, and 26 now, 5, 7, and 20 in the second round. We already have our backcourt figured out for next season. Shai at the 1, Giddey at the 2. Neither of those guys are going anywhere. Jalen Williams is either going to be the 3 or the 4. I could have him at the 4 next to Chet Holmgren. If we still have Lou Dort and we pick up a power forward maybe throughout the draft or free agency that I'd rather start, Williams could definitely be a great 6th man for us and lead that second unit because he's a solid playmaker. Lou Dort, as of now, is the starting 3. Isaiah Joe coming off the bench, elite 3-point shooter. Poku is somebody that is definitely going to be on the market. I would not mind moving him. Kenrich Williams, got him on a long-term contract. We'll see where he's going to fit next year. Saric, probably a reserve player in case somebody gets hurt. The other Jalen Williams, I would like to get minutes as well. And then we still have JRE, Trey Mann, Aaron Wiggins, Chet Holmgren, and Ousmane Dieng. This team is so deep with young talent. The #1 pick is Wemby to the Blazers. Scoot Henderson goes 2 to the Utah Jazz. The Detroit Pistons select Brandon Miller at top 3, or with the 3rd pick, so no surprises there. Hornets at 4, they take Cam Whitmore. Spurs get Amen Thompson at 5. 6 is Jet Howard. With Jarris Walker still on the board, I might try trading up from pick 11. I don't think Orlando's looking for more draft picks, so I'm praying Orlando doesn't take yes, they take Keontae George. And I'm going to be offering them pick 11, Trey Mann. It's just going to be hard to find him minutes next year. We're going to also be giving up 35 and 37 to move up to pick 8. They are going to agree to that, and we're going to go up and take Jarris Walker out of Houston to be our starting power forward next year, most likely, next to Chet Holmgren. We made 3 more draft picks after that. I ended up taking Dariq Whitehead at 18. He's somebody that could probably benefit starting off in the G League next year. Isaiah Wong, a point guard out of Miami. I traded a point guard away in Trey Mann, brought one in through the draft, and then I got James Najee with pick 50. I like that rookie class a lot for us. We have no team player options to deal with. Qualifying offers, we have none as well, so we have a pretty clean cap sheet at the moment. Oh, great job, 2K. Your free agency is messed up. Are we really going to have this Start Today problem? Luckily for me, I wasn't going to go out and sign anybody. I was going to develop this team with the young core we have now. But when I do a rebuild as a big market team and I want to sign some players, 2K, you better have your shit together. I'm going to sign Eric Bledsoe just as a veteran offer, though. So that's why we didn't have any team player options or qualifying offers. Lou Dort actually regresses. All right, what's up with that? But we do see a lot of progression, which is nice for the squad. Unfortunately, we do need to cut somebody on the team as we have some 40 overalls. Unfortunately, we also had to cut James Najee as well. So Chet Holmgren is going to be hurt to start the season, which is a little unfortunate. 4 to 6 more months? What? Did he break his foot in the summer league as well? Oh my god, this is off to an abysmal start, but luckily he will be back this season. Now I'm glad I didn't trade Poku in the offseason. And here's how the rotation is going to look. Shai and Giddey at the 1 and 2 getting the most amount of minutes. Lou Dort at the 3 with 29. Jarris Walker at the 4 getting 24 minutes. Jalen Williams at the 5. He'll be our starting center. Off the bench, we got Jalen Williams, Isaiah Joe, Ousmane Dieng, and Pukajevsky. So right now, Dariq Whitehead, I'm going to send to the G League, as well as Isaiah Wong as well. So yeah, just be a little bit cautious when you start a Start Today rebuild. 2K does have have some problems to it right now. Lou Dort with a 29 piece to start off the season, but we lost to the Warriors. The goal this year would be a 7th or 8th or higher place finish. Like, I wouldn't mind being the top half of the play-in tournament or just being a top 6 seed overall. We should see that with the development of this squad. Not off to a great start this season. Josh Giddey, left knee tendonitis. He is out 6 to 8 weeks. And there we go. Chet Holmgren is coming back. We're currently 9-15, so this is huge for us. Jalen Williams is currently nursing a shoulder injury right now, but luckily Josh Giddey is back. And yeah, like I said, Chet Holmgren is back right now, which is nice. All right, first game at home with Chet Holmgren against the Blazers. We end up winning by 4. Chet had 8 and 7 in his first game of his NBA career now. And that's brutal. Chet Holmgren not getting off to the best start of his career, already injured again. Dariq Whitehead in the G League right now, 13 points, almost 14, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, over a steal and block a night. He's somebody that could be a good defender for us. If he can get that 3-point percentage up, he's a perfect 3-and-D guy. Isaiah Wong, on the other hand, though, he is struggling mightily in the G League. So we do have one All-Star this season. It is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's putting up 27.7 points, 6.3 rebounds per game, 8.8 assists per game, 54, 35, 89 splits. Man, he might be a 99 overall soon. So we can do a quick update as we get here into the trade deadline, and I'm all for making a potential big splash move. Chet Holmgren had a minor ankle injury. I know it's kind of scary because we are 1 game above 500. We are definitely trending in the right direction. Right now, we're the 7th seed, exactly where I want to be. Josh Giddey's averaging 19 points, 8 rebounds, and 8.5 assists. I would like for that efficiency to be up a little bit, but honestly, the jump from last year, I will definitely take it. I shouldn't be complaining. Lou Dort, been pretty good for us. 14 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. The Dort Chamber, man, 57% true shooting. He's been great. Jalen Williams as our 6th man. I couldn't ask for more. Maybe just a little bit more assists. If you could get that up to like 4 a game, I would be super happy, but I'm glad he's shooting 36 from 3. Chet Holmgren's been fine. Obviously, he's played only like 27 career games, so I'm not going to take this into account too seriously. Jarris Walker, 10 points, 5 rebounds, 47 from the field, 31 from 3. I'll take that from him in his rookie season. Isaiah Joe is shooting 37 from 3 for us. Ousmane Dieng, it's been okay. He's been okay. We are the 12th best offensive team in the league, but we are the 12th worst defensive team in the league. So yeah, we're basically the 12th best team in the league. So now with 2K acting all funny, who is the upcoming free agency class? So it's basically the 2023 class. I don't really know what position to add at the deadline. Like, would I add another small forward? But like, I kind of like Lou Dort and want to see what he could do. I want to see what Walker and Holmgren can do in the front court. So I think I may lay low at this deadline and maybe possibly make a move in the offseason that's on a bigger scale. Jarris Walker's had some kind of annoying injuries to himself over the last couple weeks, so he's going to be playing in the playoffs pretty injured. He just broke his nose, that's why I say that. Ja Morant is your MVP. Wemby in Portland, your Rookie of the Year. 6th Man of the Year goes to Isaiah Jackson. Giannis Depoy, Isaiah Jackson, shout out to him, man. He wins 6th Man and Most Improved. Quinn Snyder of the Atlanta Hawks is your Coach of the Year. We get Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on all NBA 2nd team, and we get him on all defensive 2nd team as well. Shout out to Shai, man. I'm glad he's getting paid every single dollar for us because he has been so good. Jarris Walker on all rookie 2nd team, along with Chet Holmgren, who definitely will qualify for this award, as well as Rookie of the Year, so he could win it next year, theoretically, in 2024, going up against Wemby. But we are in the play tournament once again as the 9th seed, so we didn't really improve too much from last year. Only 1 win, which is a little bit disappointing, not gonna lie. But we still have such a young core, so I know we're going in this direction, not the opposite way. Lou Dort's also fighting off an injury, but let's win the play-in tournament and get into the playoffs. Alex Caruso was traded for Gary Harris this season. Clint Capella basically for Brook Lopez. Rudy Gobert for Miles Turner. Whoa, and the Timberwolves had to give up a 1st-round pick. Karis LeVert for Gordon Hayward. Klay Thompson for Ben Simmons. Golden State, no. There was also a Derek White for Alperen Şengün trade. Okay. So unfortunately in the playoffs, Ousmane Dieng is not going to be playing any minutes. Jarris Walker's probably only going to get 19 minutes as well, and we're going to make Isaiah Joe the 6th man get about 24. We're going to do 28 to Chet, 33 to Jalen Williams. We're going to do about 34 to Lou Dort, 39 to Josh Giddey, and then 39 to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. System proficiency is going to be 4-star balance. If we wanted to go pace and space, it's 3.5, so I'm going to stick at balance. We're taking on the Phoenix Suns, who have a healthy Kevin Durant, Chris Paul, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton. I'm a little nervous. And here goes nothing, man. Round 1 of the play-in tournament. It's win or go home for us. If we lose against the Suns, we are out, but we are blowing them out. Just don't choke it in the 4th quarter, and let's go. We stay alive. We can still make the playoffs. Shai with 31 and 12. Giddey 28, 7, and 18. Whoa, Jalen Williams with 27 points. Hell yeah. Now we're taking on the Houston Rockets in the second leg of the play-in tournament. This is a team we should also beat. They traded away Alperen Şengün for Derek White. I think we should get the dub here and advance as the 8 seed. But we'll see. Jalen Green could go off. Jabari Smith can go off. Currently, we're down by 10 points with about 10 minutes left. This is not ideal. Jalen Green is going off. Derek White has 22 points in 16 minutes. And unfortunately, we are not making the playoffs for the second straight year. For the second straight season, we end up losing in the final leg of the play-in tournament. That is disappointing. I was hoping to make the actual playoffs this year. Jason Tatum is your Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Damian Lillard with Wemby, your Western Conference Finals MVP. And the Blazers win it all. So yeah, the only way they can win it all is if they get Wemby in the draft. Draft lottery time. We see our team a lot here. We have a pick from the Jazz and a pick from the Clippers. Let's see how high we can get up in this lottery. And boom, what do we get? So we get the 3rd pick via the Clippers. Hell yeah. We also have the 13th pick via the Wizards. Our pick at 14, and that Jazz pick, it looks like, was top 10 protected, so they're going to keep it at 9. We're also adding pick 19 as well from the Houston Rockets. So if we eliminated the Rockets, man, we would have got a better draft pick. So we have picks 3, 13, 14, 19, and 19 in the second round. I do plan on possibly trading up, or at least trading those picks away after I make a selection. The first 2 picks are the guys that I kind of wanted. Matas Buzelis would have been kind of sick there, but we could have the opportunity to take Justin Edwards here, or Xavier Booker. I think I'm going to go Justin Edwards. I don't draft him too often. He's a top recruit going to Kentucky next year, and we're going to take him here with the 3rd overall pick. We're going to try to trade pick 14, pick 19, and our second round pick to the Spurs for pick 7. They aren't buying that, but I'm going to give them Isaiah Wong as well, who we took in the first round last year, and they agree to it. So since Justin Edwards, Xavier Booker goes, DJ Wagner, Mackenzie McBako. So I'm going to add a backup point guard option, Robert Dillingham, with this pick. And then I also added another point guard prospect in Tyrese Proctor, who's going to be a sophomore at Duke this season. So I really like that draft class as well. Some of those guys could be on the move. I'm going to pick up the team option on Jeremiah Robinson Earl. No qualifying offers for this team. Is free agency messed up as a whole? No, yeah, it's basically what it's going to be this offseason. So 2K just has its years off. So once again, I don't know if I'm going to make any trades this offseason. I'm going to see how this team develops and possibly make a move at the deadline. All right, so you know how I said that there's glitches in 2K right now with the start today not really working properly? Well, yeah, I recommend not to use start today right now because my game unfortunately got corrupted. Every time I tried getting past free agency, it was very similar to what happened in the expansion franchise series that unfortunately I had to stop it. So for myself here though, I had to restart this franchise completely from just the start of the regular season. Couldn't use start today, so I've simulated pretty much to the point that we were at where I last saw you guys. Free agency will look a little bit different. Obviously, player stats the year prior will also look different, but the roster is going to look the same. I did draft Justin Edwards, Robert Dillingham, and Tyrese Proctor again. They're just drafted in different spots, so I do want to apologize for that, but I didn't want to restart the video because I was enjoying this team so much. And we're going to still have the same philosophy. We're going to pick up the team option on Josh Giddey, Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, definitely Isaiah Joe, JRE I'm going to bring back, Trey Mann no, because he ended up getting traded previously. Ousmane Dieng I'm bringing back, Jalen Williams I'm bringing back, Aaron Wiggins for 1.97, sure. I'll give Poku the qualifying offer. So yeah, like I said, just don't use start today right now until you use it and you can simulate the playoffs and crown a champion. I should have knew something was off when a champion wasn't crowned. So I'm not going to be making any splashes, I think, in free agency. Like, I kind of want to continue developing this core and possibly me being like a trade deadline team that could make a big splash. Now, I was looking at some big men to trade for. Either it was Zion Williamson, either it was Joel Embiid. I even tried trading for Kevin Durant. But as of now, I think I'm just going to develop this core. I might even let Poku walk, honestly, but if we get him back on the qualifying offer, that is fine. Anthony Davis stays with the Lakers. Halliburton stays with the Pacers. Jaylen Brown always goes to the Raptors. He needs Kawhi goes to Detroit. So Poku comes back on the qualifying offer. I don't even know if he's going to crack the rotation. This is basically player progression. We have Shade at 96, Giddey at an 89, Chet Holmgren up to an 85, Jalen Williams at an 84. There's Jarris Walker, Alexis Pokusevski. I'm excited to see what Justin Edwards can do. This team is deep. I do need to, I think, like, it's gonna be hard to find players some playing time. All right, so I do need to release somebody on my roster, and it's crazy because I don't really want to release anybody here. I think unfortunately Aaron Wiggins is gonna be the odd man out. Like, this roster is insanely deep at the moment. I know Tyrese Proctor is definitely going to be in the G League, and I think Ousmane Dieng's probably gonna be the odd man out, or maybe I don't play Poku. Like, this team, like I said, is just incredibly deep right now. Like, would I rather play Derek White at Ousmane Dieng or Jalen Williams. It's tough. So, like, obviously injuries are going to happen, but I think I probably will be trading players somewhat soon, at least to get more assets, because we have top guys like that would go for at least 2.5 to 3 star, maybe even 3.5 star trade value riding the bench. So this is a pretty big injury to start the year. Jarace Walker is going to be out 2 to 4 weeks with a knee injury. So I think for this, like, Jalen Williams is going to slide in at the 4, who was going to be like our 6th man this year. And then we have 27 more minutes freed up. So I want to see what Justin Edwards can do since we just took him 5th overall. Let's give him like 25 minutes. We know what like Isaiah Joe's role is, like Dariq Whitehead. Maybe we can give him about 15 minutes a night. And then lastly down here, maybe I give Ousmane Dieng about 19 to see what he can do. It's tough, yeah, to find like minutes for all of these guys. But yeah, I could be making a big trade at the deadline because we're definitely going to see which teams are out of the playoffs. Maybe want to rack up some assets and some draft picks so we can go out and get maybe a stud small forward or power forward for the team. It's January 10th and this team is 8 games above 500. We're the current 2 seed in the West. We also have 3 different first round picks in this upcoming draft. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been our leading scorer, followed by Giddey, Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, Jarace Walker, Robert Dillingham in 16 minutes. Wow, this guy's a flat out bucket. There's Vu Dort still playing elite D. Ousmane Dieng's just not been efficient enough, so he might actually fall out of the rotation, which is a shame because I wanted to see him succeed. 2025 All-Star Draft, and we are going to have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander as a reserve on Team John Morant. That is our only All-Star. And we are about 9 games above 500. The trade deadline is next week. This is a chance that we can go out and try to make a big move. Dariq Whitehead unfortunately gets hurt. So let's look. Some of the worst teams in the NBA that could be looking to trade maybe one of their top guys. Anybody on the Spurs that I'd make a run for? Now, it looks like they're still rebuilding with their young core. Minnesota, they no longer have Karl Anthony Towns, or is he hurt? He is hurt, unfortunately. That is somebody we could have went after. I don't really need scoring. I definitely prioritize somebody with playmaking ability or defensive ability. I mean, we could trade for Paul George, but I don't even think that'd be worth it. He's 34 years old. The Jazz, I mean, we could make a run for Markkanen. That's not a terrible idea. Put him at the 4 next to Chet. The Lakers aren't doing so hot either. We could see what the value is on AD. We could also call up Memphis to see what the value is on Triple J. In the East, I could definitely try to get Miles Turner from the Indiana Pacers. They are the worst team there. Detroit Pistons, I don't think I would be making a play for Brook Lopez or Kawhi Leonard. Brooklyn has Mikal Bridges, who's not playing all that well, and they'd probably look to get more assets for him. So that's a possibility. Wemby would be sick, but I don't think Washington would be trading him, and it looks like Bradley Beal is hurt. Chicago, nobody I love that I think I would go after. And then Milwaukee, obviously Giannis. And Philly's not doing too hot as well, so I wonder if I could actually acquire some of these guys. Embiid is unfortunately hurt. He was somebody that I was going to see if I could try to snag. I mean, if we went to the power forwards, I doubt there's anything I can get for Giannis or Kevin Durant. So Triple J was somebody we could obviously go after. But Mikal Bridges' defensive ability is making 24 mil. I think I can actually get there. I'd probably have to use Vu Dort as leverage, unfortunately. Or we use Poku's contract. I would trade... Tyrese Proctor's making 6 mil. I mean, I would trade Ousmane Dieng. We'd acquire still 6 mil more than allowed. So that means, yeah, it'd either have to be Justin Edwards, Robert Dillingham, or Jarace Walker, who I don't really want to move. So it's going to be tough to get there if we don't include Vu Dort. But trading Vu Dort, I mean, like, is an upgrade to get Mikal Bridges. So let's say we did Vu Dort and we did Poku. And I would also throw in, well, we have a Heat lottery. We have that Clippers first. I prefer not to trade in that Philly first. Let's see if we did that Heat lottery pick, Poku, Dort. And I would also give you probably Jalen Williams, maybe Jeremiah Robinson Earl. And you can give me Tristan Thompson. He should be 1-star trade value. So can we make a big trade at the deadline, getting one of the best perimeter defenders in the league who could be hopefully a good 3-point shooter for us? He would probably slide in as our starting small forward, better defender than Vu Dort, a little bit more offensive versatility. And let's see if the Nets accept that. Poku, you're really going to decline your no trade clause? It's annoying. Okay, so instead of moving Poku, I'd have to move Ousmane Dieng, which maybe they'd probably prefer that. So let's offer that to them, and they agree to that. So we make a big trade. We get Mikal Bridges. And I think that's the big move that I'm going to make at the deadline. That means Mikal Bridges is going to start at the 3 for us. Edwards is definitely going to remain as the 6th man. I think we might just go to a 9-man rotation until Whitehead comes back. So I would like to give probably Justin Edwards about 23 minutes. Does this move Walker to the bench? No, because I like Jalen Williams running that second unit. Walker 27, Chet 29, and then we'll do about 33 to Bridges. Obviously, this rotation is going to change a little bit in the playoffs. I'm sorry, Thunder fans, about trading away Lou Dort, I know how much you love him, but we're trying to see if we can make a championship run this year, and getting Mikal Bridges is an upgrade over Lou Dort. Mikal Bridges and Chet Holmgren are getting minor injuries left and right, but it's looking like we're going to be fully healthy for the playoffs. We ended up going 54-29. Garland wins MVP. Matas Buzuelos, Rookie of the Year. Scoot Henderson wins 6th man behind, I guess, De'Aaron Fox in Sacramento. Yeah, he'll be on like a different team now because I couldn't use start today. I had to start it from the start of the regular season. We do get Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on All-NBA third team and Steph tore his ACL, so he's going to be out the playoffs if the Warriors ended up making it. So we finished the season as the 2 seed. The Rockets are over there as the 1 seed. Just looking at the season stats from this past season, Shai Wood is our leading scorer, followed by Josh Giddey, Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, Jarris Walker, Mikal Bridges, Robert Dillingham, and then there's Isaiah Joe, who shot 44% from 3. So for the playoffs, Shai definitely needs 40. I think I'm going to keep with Jarris Walker starting, but he's probably only going to play like 25 minutes a night. I do want Jalen Williams on that bench or running that 6-man spot. Justin Edwards, not a great scoring season. I wonder what his shot tendency's at. Oh, 35. Nice. So I think Edwards, 17 minutes is fine. I think I'd rather play for the physicality. I kind of want to play Dillingham. Like, do I give Jalen Williams about 8 minutes a night? But then I got to find some minutes for Dillingham. So maybe Edwards gets 15. Maybe, because that means no Whitehead, no Proctor, obviously. I think maybe we lower Williams and Chet, but I want to go a little bit more to Bridges there. So maybe we stick with the 9-man rotation. Honestly, maybe Justin Edwards falls out of it just because we don't need another wing. I prefer just having a backup big and a backup point guard in there. And then I can also give some more minutes to Robert Dillingham, who I think definitely deserves it because he was a flat-out bucket this year as a rookie. So we're taking on the Pelicans in round 1. They got DJ Wagner, Dyson Daniels, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, Onyeka Okongwu, Ivica Zubac, Herb Jones, Trey Jones, and Mo Bamba. Going up against Zion in round 1 is not fun. We do end up winning game 1, though, by 19 points. Mikal Bridges with 24 in his OKC Thunder playoff debut. And let's see, can we end up winning this series and moving on to round 2? We are currently down 3-2, unfortunately, and we lose in 6. All right, so this team ends up disappointing. Chet played well in this series, man. So did Shai. Would have liked for him to shoot the ball a little bit more. Giddey was fine, could not hit a 3. Yikes. All right, so that is a very disappointing playoff exit. And you have the Houston Rockets and the Cleveland Cavaliers in the finals, with the Cavs winning it all and Garland being your finals MVP. Russell Westbrook is going to the Hall of Fame, and it is draft lottery time for us. Are we going to have another top 10 pick? So I believe that Philly pick was top 5 protected, and that Clippers pick is unprotected. So let's hope that maybe shoots up to number 1. That'd be insane. It shoots up from 4 to 3, so I will definitely take that. We do get the Phillies, or the Sixers pick, not the Phillies pick, at number 9. And then is that it for us in the first round? Yes, it is. So Mark Daigneault, little disappointing ending, but I'm still going to keep him around. I could be trying to make a big trade for a power forward, or maybe moving Chet to the 4 and trading for a 5. But let's make our draft pick first at 3. So Ian Jackson and Trey Johnson are the first 2 picks off the board. And I'm going to take another wing, Nasir Cunningham, with the 3rd overall pick. I wouldn't get too comfortable with him because there's a chance he could be traded. And then we're going to get Carter Knox with our 2nd first-round pick. And then we did draft some guys in the 2nd round as well. RJ Jones, Cam Scott, and Zion Sese. I'm not going to sign the last 2 guys, but we will sign the 35th pick, RJ Jones. Picking up the team options on everybody here. Josh Giddey is about to get a max contract from me. I have no idea if the Pelicans would accept this offer, but an injury-prone Zion, yes, they just beat us, but I'm going to offer them an insane offer. I don't think they're going to accept this, but it would be cool. So Jarris Walker, Nasir Cunningham, Carter Knox, Tyrese Proctor, RJ Jones, and a future Clippers pick. They say no. The only thing I was going to do is take out RJ Jones and throw in Derek Whitehead. Oh my God, we just traded for Zion Williamson. We just traded for Zion freaking Williamson. Oh my God, that's insane. That's insane. I love doing Thunder rebuilds, man. I was going to try to go for Giannis, but he was a free agent. Isaiah Joe, I don't know if I want to give that much money to. Like, once moratorium is done, I want to re-sign Giddey. So we get him back on a 5-year deal. I just can't believe I just traded for Zion Williamson. This team is absolutely stacked right now, and it's fairly deep. I would maybe like to bring back Isaiah Joe, but I think it might just be a 1-year deal on like day 12 of free agency. Yeah, I'm just gonna give him a 1-year, $21 million deal, basically the JJ Redick Sixers contract, and we're gonna renounce the rights on Poku, ending his Thunder tenure. So yeah, we're led by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Zion Williamson, Josh Giddey, Chet Holmgren, Mikal Bridges, Jalen Williams. This team is stacked. I also tried going after Embiid. I just couldn't get there money-wise because he was making 54 mil. Same with Anthony Davis and Kevin Durant. I just couldn't get there financially. So let's see what this 2026 rotation is going to look like. I think that is perfect. So it's going to be a 9-man rotation of Shea and Giddey in the backcourt, Bridges at the 3, Zion at the 4, Chet at the 5, with Jalen Williams, Isaiah Joe, Justin Edwards, and Robert Dillingham off the bench. The other Jalen Williams will be the first guy in if somebody gets hurt. Pace and space is 4 stars. We'll actually go to that over balance. Like, first game of the season on the road against Portland, we end up blowing them out by 52 points. This is going to be a fun year. Okay, yep, I traded for Zion, all right. He already missed 2 to 4 weeks with an injury a little bit ago, and now he's out 2 to 4 months with a knee injury. We are 30-5, though, so we are killing it, but I should have expected this when I traded for Zion. We are 59. We just went past All-Star Weekend. Past the trade deadline. Okay, yeah, it's finals or bust with this team. If Zion, like, who just came back, is fully healthy, ready to go for the playoffs, we should not lose a single game. So LaMelo Ball wins MVP this season. Ian Jackson, who was the #1 overall pick, gets Rookie of the Year. Ben Simmons, 6th Man of the Year in Utah. Okay, Giannis gets DPOY in New York. Davion Mitchell, Most Improved, and we went 71-11, so we get Coach of the Year. We got Josh Giddey on All-NBA 3rd team. Dude almost averaged a triple-double. Well, not almost, but 8.5 rebounds and shot 41 from 3. Also had Chet Holmgren on All Defensive 2nd team. Let's go. He was efficient. We're taking on the Memphis Grizzlies in round 1. They have Ja Morant and Jalen Brunson in their backcourt. Now, if we're going to set this playoff rotation, it's going to probably be 9 guys. I'm going to go... Honestly, just because of the wing and, like, the positional need, I'm going to give Jalen Williams, Jalen with an I, 10 minutes a night to be the backup big. I think Robert Dillingham is too good of a scorer, so he's going to get 18, with Isaiah Joe probably getting 18 as well. I might cut back on... Jalen Williams was so good for us, though, as our 6th man, so I don't really want to cut back on his minutes. Do 32 to Chet. I might even cut back on Bridges a little bit, and do 36 to Shea. Honestly, let's see what happens against the Grizzlies in round 1. We end up sweeping them. We had 3 20-point per game scorers. Shea also averaged 10.5 assists, shot 63 from the field, 53 from the field for Giddey, 68 for Zion. Absurd. Now we're taking on the Utah Jazz, who have Colin Sexton, Trey Johnson, Lowry Market, and JRE. Walker Kessler, 6th Man of the Year, Ben Simmons. Also have Grady Dick there as well. They end up winning against us twice, and we end up winning in 6, though. Wow, okay, that was a little scary. All right. I'm a little bit nervous going here against the Denver Nuggets in the conference finals. Markelle Fultz, Derek White, Porter Jr., Gordon, Jokic, Jamal Murray off the bench. Jokic is 31. They have Keontae George as well. Honestly, I feel like we should beat them with ease, and we do. We win in 5. We're going up against the Hawks in the NBA Finals. And here goes nothing. 1-seeded Thunder versus the 1-seeded Hawks. Man, we blow them away on paper. We do win game 1 by 46 points. Game 2 is a win. Game 3 is a win. And the OKC Thunder sweep the 2026 NBA Finals. Shai Gilgeous is your Finals MVP. Man, these Thunder rebuilds are so much fun to do. I traded for Zion. I've never done that before. And, like, we got to develop Shai, Giddey, Chet, Jalen Williams. I'm still sorry about trading Lou Dort. Maybe Lou Dort could have been on this team and I didn't have to go out and get Mikal Bridges. But I did that trade not knowing I was going to get Zion Williamson later on. So we made 2 pretty big trades in this video. We also kept Isaiah Joe around. We drafted Justin Edwards, Robert Dillingham, kept Jalen Williams, drafted R.J. Jones, and had to sign some veterans. So let me know what you guys think of the rebuild down below. Still want to do a couple more elimination rebuilds for the Pelicans. Maybe it's a trading Zion Williamson one as well. I know I just did like a 10-year Bulls rebuild, but I do want to rebuild them and kind of blow it up over there. Or maybe we keep and build around Zach LaVine still. You guys can let me know in the comments below. I love you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.